Hi, welcome back to another video. We're gonna get started by applying some gel extensions as per usual, but I just want to let you know that I've already done my prep. Also, if you're new here, welcome. I do a lot of videos on applying gel extensions and some nail art tutorials on them. We'll do some other mediums eventually, but right now that's what we're focusing on. In case you've never seen gel extensions applied before, basically you should watch this video here to learn how to prep your nails for gel extensions, but once you've done that, take a little bit of gel. I'm going to be using the Yokozambi base gel here to apply my extensions. Put a little bit on the bottom half of the extension, line it up with your cuticle area, press down slowly, and then once the gel hits your free edge, basically that's where your natural nail stops under the extension, go ahead and do a flash cure for about 10 to 15 seconds, and this is going to be dependent upon the gel you're using to apply the extensions. For this one, 10 seconds is more than enough time. For today's video, we are going to be doing another summer nail look. If you missed the last nail tutorial, you should check that out here because that pretty much kicked off our summer series, even though technically we're not in summer per se, but close enough at this point. So nothing's wrong with doing summer nail looks. But as you know, if you're not new here, I always have to add length. So once I get these extensions on, I'm going to do a full cure in a bigger lamp for about 60 seconds. I did not feel like pulling out my e-file today. I wanted to not really have any dust for this, so I decided to seal the cuticles using some acetone in a flat brush. Basically, you put a drop of acetone onto the brush and then scrub the cuticle area so that the extension melts just a little bit. Because I do have a peel-off base coat underneath, I'm making sure that I'm not putting too much acetone because I don't want them to lift already. And then also, I don't want these extensions to turn a cloudy white color, so a little bit goes a long way when you're doing this method. And then the extensions will look something just like this, and we're ready for some nail art. To get started, we are going to be laying down this syrupy, milky, light blue. I know that was a lot of descriptors, but basically this is a syrup gel. It's from Yogurt Nail Korea. This came in the gingerbread collection that I unboxed months ago. You should check that out here in case you missed it. If you want to see the rest of the colors in the collection. This color I felt like was perfect to use as a base. It has like this milky undertone to it, so it's not super jelly. So I'm just going to be applying a thin layer of this to each of the nails, and then once I'm done, I will be doing a full cure in my bigger lamp. So next we have the new Yogurt Nail Korea Aquarium collection. This one has 10 polishes in the set, but you can purchase them individually. But these actually have two effects going on. So first we get this magnetic-y cat eye, and then we also have some color glitter particles. So I'm going to swatch the first shade, which is this blue here, and I'm going to do one thin layer at first and not activate those magnetic particles so we can see the blue glitter in the back. And for the second layer, I am actually going to apply a generous amount. Then take the magnet that comes with the collection and move those particles around so we can see them pop out. And look how beautiful. So all the polishes in the collection have the same effect, and I think that this is really good for summer because when I look at this, it immediately reminds me of my last beach vacation when I was snorkeling, because these are all the colors I saw when I was underwater acting like I was a mermaid, okay? For today's look though, I am going to be using 3 blue shades from the collection, and as you're following along at home, you can choose whatever color scheme you want. Just make sure you have one dark color, one light color, and then one color that will be in between the two. And I'm going to start off with the shade that's like in the middle of the 3. And I'm going to put some of this in random spots on the nail. It's not really super random. Basically, I'm choosing one corner to start at and one corner to finish at. For this nail, for example, I started at the bottom right hand corner, and then I also placed some at the top left hand corner. And then once I'm done, I'm going to take the darkest out of the 3, which is this blue here for me, and I'm going to fill in the empty space. This is so that it creates this like marbly type feel, but not exactly. I'm going to take the magnet in the set. First of all, let me tell you, this one is really strong, and I'm going to move the particles around the nail where I want them. I'm going to start off by holding the magnet towards the right hand side of the nail and then just kind of play around with it, go to the left side, go to the top to finish off. And then once everything looks the way I like it to, I'm going to flash cure using the D-Gel light stick here to pretty much keep everything in place so that I can work on the other fingers without having to do a full cure just yet. And I'm basically going to repeat the process. The only thing I'm going to do differently on each nail is switch up where I'm putting the two colors. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with the magnet. I'm not going to move the particles right in the same place every single time. I'm just going to put them in random spots. And of course, I always recommend flash curing once you're done with each nail so that those particles can stay exactly where you left them. Because nothing is more frustrating than forgetting to flash cure, because I've done it. And then you look over as soon as you remember and the magnetic particles are halfway down the nail, everywhere except for where you left them. So save yourself the hassle. Okay, so here's what everything looks like right now. I loved this so much that I had to stop what I was doing and post this color combo as is on Instagram because this blue is gorgeous. It gives me like Disney Princess Under the Sea, Cinderella plus Ariel vibes. I don't know, but I was obsessed. And I really was thinking of giving y'all just this and calling it a day, but I decided to keep going. So I decided I needed one more coat, and that is why we have the light blue. If I would have used a dark blue, it would have washed out everything. If I would have used a turquoise, I feel like it would have been too much. So I added something lighter than the both of them, which is this shade here. But this time I'm just going to apply a thin layer on the nail. Then I'm going to take the magnet, start out the base where the cuticle area is, and work my way towards the tip. And basically I'm just moving the magnetic particles kind of out of the way so that we are left with the jelly blue with the blue glitter particles. Next, I'm going to be adding my favorite triple combo, which of course is rhinestones, pearls, and caviar beads. And I'm going to be laying them on the nails as if I'm wearing a layer chain necklace. I'm going to get started by mapping out my placement. So I'll be using a little bit of the IV Fix gel and laying this down to determine where I want everything. I decided for the middle finger that I'm going to do what's going to look like 2 layer chains. And then on the other fingers, since they aren't as wide, I'm just going to do 1 chain essentially. And what I mean by chain is just the placement of the rhinestones, pearls, and caviar beads, because ultimately that's what I want it to look like once I'm done. For the first chain here, it'll be rhinestone, 2 caviar beads, and then another rhinestone, and basically they're gonna loop in a J-like shape. And then once I'm done, I'm gonna flash cure so that nothing slides down the nail while I work on the other part. As I was looking here, I was like, you can definitely not tell what I'm doing on camera because the glitter and the rhinestones are clashing. So I decided to stop and apply a matte top gel, but that is not necessary. So for the second part of this nail, I'm going to lay down some IV Fix gel again, since I did have to apply that matte top gel. And I'm gonna do a pattern of gold pearl, white pearl, so no rhinestones this time because I didn't want the nail to be super busy. For the ring finger and the pointer finger, I am just going to stick to the following pattern: rhinestone, 2 caviar beads, and a white pearl, and then do it over and over again. As I get to the edges though, I'm going to put caviar beads so that there isn't anything bulky on the side, so it's not scratching the finger next to it, and this set is comfortable. For the pinky finger, I'm going to basically keep the exact same pattern. And then I'm going to be doing the exact same thing that I did on the ring finger for the pointer finger. And for the thumb, I'm just going to mimic exactly what I did on the middle finger. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and do a full cure. And then to seal everything in, I'm going to be using a glossy top gel. This one here is from Nail Bio, and I love the brush on this because it's able to get in all the crevices because I didn't want to cover my rhinestones this time. I wanted to go around them. And now I'm going to do my final cure. And here are what the nails look like all done. So this is definitely giving me some under the sea mermaid princess type vibes. So let me know what you think of this look in the comments down below. And if you decide to recreate it, tag me on Instagram because I have been loving seeing your recreations. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so on your way out. But in the meantime, I will see you in one of these videos here.